Hi everyone, Vickie here, Rock and Roll Prophetess. Thank you for joining me for the free monthly readings. We're going to be doing July's reading in a minute. I like to go over everything in the beginning so I don't have to constantly repeat myself during the readings. I want everybody to pick a color before we start. That's one thing I want to make sure that we color. The second thing is the court cards when they come up in the reading, the ones that are people. They're not necessarily a gender assigned. So a queen could be a male, female, whoever. I will refer to them as he as a king or knight and she as a queen. But really it doesn't have to be a male or female, especially in these general readings. We're going to be using my Rock and Roll Tarot deck for the tarot portion of this spread. And then we're going to pull a card from the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards, which are also my own creation. I have lots of tools available for spiritual growth, including these adult coloring books. And if you're trying to learn tarot, you can pick up my book, Tarot in the Modern World, which is all linked below. I want to get to something really quick because, as you noticed, I have two tarot Rock and Roll Tarot decks here. This is the first edition. This is the one that I've been selling through the print on demand, and it's still going to be available. I'm not doing away with it, and actually the changes are not that, there's not a lot of big changes. One of the big changes is in the second edition. It has this box. The new edition has the real nice box, and it opens up, you know, like this, and the cards are inside. The cards are very slightly different sized, but not noticeably so. You know, tiny bit smaller, but a little bit wider. I changed a few things. I didn't change any of the words. So if you have the first edition deck, you're good. It's not obsolete by any means. I changed a little bit of the background colors on the sword cards, and I changed. One card didn't have its name on it, the Four of Swords. So I did change. That's the only card that the text was changed on. Let me see if I can find it. I can't find it. But it was the Four and the Swords. I did change the colors a little slightly. Here's the same card from one and the other. So I toned down the colors a little bit on the Cups card, and I changed the background color a little bit on the Swords cards, because the Swords were looking too close to the Major Arcana. So it did have this kind of rainbow thing, so I put like a little bit of a darker background in. But otherwise, I mean, all the keywords are the same. Again, if you have the first deck, it's not going to be obsolete. And there's going to be many versions of this deck to come. I want to do a monochromatic, and I want to do a, I want to do several versions, a neat day glow one. The thing is, now that I have this new deck, I'm doing a Kickstarter. I want this to be available on Amazon. Many of you were saying that you couldn't get the deck because they were charging like $50 or more to ship it overseas. So I've started a Kickstarter, and it's going to be this new version of the deck, and it's going to be available on Amazon with shipping overseas. I redesigned the box. It's got some things on the side and that. And it'll be Amazon shipping. It's going to be better for everybody. You won't have to wait. I've done this Kickstarter, and it's I've made some really cool custom merch that's going to be incentives only for Kickstarter donators. It's a concert ticket, a backstage pass, and a laminated VIP All Access pass. These are only available through specific donations through Kickstarter and won't be available for sale any other way. This is to show my appreciation. I'd planned on doing the readings with the newer deck for this month. That's why the readings are late getting up. I was waiting on the shipping. But there was a problem, and one of the sheets came out all black. But luckily the printer corrected it right away, and the sheet's on its way. I'm starting it's coming tomorrow. But I got to start the readings. We're getting way behind here. So some of you will have the reading of July done with the first edition box or deck. And many of you will have it done with the second edition, but I'm going to go ahead and start it now. I won't use this deck because there's some cards that are missing at this time. The other thing, this box is a big improvement. And look how big this box is. It never really kind of fit right. These are the same amount of cards, and look how much more compact and solid it is. You know, it's a little bit better quality. The card stock is a little thicker, but I don't really notice a huge difference in the thickness of the cards. They're pretty comparable, but technically this new deck is a thicker cardboard and it's coated, but it looks like these are coated too. So I've rattled on enough. I just wanted to let you know what's going on. Some of the readings are going to have this deck and some are going to have the other, and that's the reason why. And please stop over to that Kickstarter page and check it out if you can. I appreciate your support. Also, I'm open for readings. I'll be doing the soul readings are available. These are deep readings, These are based on your chart. It's very, very much in past lives, but it's also like at a karmic level, what you're doing in this life, why you've incarnated, all these sorts of things. If you don't get your message from your sun sign reading, be sure to check out your rising sign and moon. These readings are meant to empower you. While we're doing the readings, I want you to look at the words as well. Hold up all the cards, freeze them. If something stands out to you, if something morphs and it looks like it's saying something other than what the actual word is, allow that to happen. This is empowerment tarot. These cards will talk to you. Let them talk to you. That is how you can get a message that's strictly for you and beyond just a general reading for everybody. Okay, I think I've rattled on enough. Without further ado, on to the July readings. Hello Capricorn. Your reading will also be done with the first edition deck, but I do have the second edition deck over here in the box anyway on display. And be sure to check out the Kickstarter ad thing that I got going on, campaign. Okay. Let's get this rock and roll tarot deck out to the world, baby. Capricorn. Ooh. What is going on in July for Capricorns? Well, I know one thing that I want to tell you guys that's going on in July. Okay, here we go. Well, get some ups and downs. One thing that I want to tell you guys too is that there's going to be a full moon in your sign, 27 degrees of Capricorn, on the 19th. So July 19th could be a very key date for many Capricorns. Full moons bring things to culmination. Full moons shine a light on things. You see things clearly. And so it's a full moon in Capricorn. You get one a year. It's always in your opposite sign of Cancer. So your Capricorn full moon is always in the summer. And then, of course, your new moon will be around in the sun of Capricorn time. Well, you got a few things here, but it's nothing to get all worried about, I don't feel. There is the Three of Swords is here. I mean, you can't just blow past it. It's here. So this is stress, worry, heartache is the top thing, but I'm feeling, in this case, it's a lot of stress. And because it's followed by justice in reverse. So you feel like you've been hurt and you feel like you haven't been treated fairly. And it's probably true, but it's kind of like this is talking about pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and get moving, move on to the next thing. There was some money involved too that didn't go your way. I mean, some of you may have lost a job. Some of you may have, had a court case that didn't go well. Some of you might have to pay some taxes or something. So, this could be justice, could be government, but it's usually legal, law, contracts. With the Ten of Pentacles, sometimes it's property. Maybe you had to sell a property for less than you were hoping for because it's, had things. Whatever this is, it's like it's over. That's what I feel about it. It's like, okay, this is over. Now we can get on to some good things. You do have the Hangman here. And that is a card of reflection and intuition and things like that. But also, it can be waiting. It's like you could be, feels like this has been something that's been dragged on for a long time and you're just kind of glad that it's over. That's what I get for a lot of you. Maybe it didn't turn out as best as you'd hope, but it's just like, at least it's over. At least I can move on now. And 12 is so strong on this too. So was it for even some cases 12 years, but maybe even since the 12th month of December, since around the time of your birthday. Maybe it's been going on for 12 weeks, 12 months. Since the 12th month of December. There's something about that 12 that's really standing out to me. Isn't a jury? Isn't there 12 people on a jury? I think there is. So that could be. So for some of you, this could be, maybe you have to do jury duty yourself and you have to take off work and miss work. It could be even something like that. But to get it over with and it's on to the next thing. Because you do have some real positive things here. And whatever this financial setback is, it's like it turns around. Because say, for instance, this card is upright. It's like, oh, I'm impoverished, I'm broke, I got nothing. In reverse, it's like, no, things are kind of moving forward now. Now I can see my finances finally starting to turn around. Maybe I lost a week of work with that, but now I'm doing better again. Or maybe I had to pay a fine, but now I'm better. Maybe some of you had to pay, some kind of court case, divorce in some cases. But I feel like now you got some money to work with. I feel like, okay, that's paid off. Now I can focus on this. And this is all positive influx of cash flow to me. Well, I guess, look at his face. I always say look at his face, but I feel real strong that he's like, okay, now where next? I got this, I paid this bill, I gave him that money, I did this, I did that, now what? This is what I'm gathering my, my resources. Like, okay, here, this is what I got left. What can I do with it? And the other thing is, it's at the very beginning here, you do have the Six of Cups in reverse. So things are not going to be the old way anymore. Six of Cups in reverse is like you can't go back. You can't go back and change it. You can't go back, and it's never going to be like it was before. It's never going to be. You're never going to have that again. So it could be good and bad. For some people, again, it's relationships breaking up. It's just like, well, we're never going to recapture that love. Maybe if it's a job, you really liked it at first, but it's just like, yeah, I just can't stand doing it anymore. I got to go. It feels like a part of you is wanting it to be like it used to be, and that's the part that hurts. That it's just never going to be like it used to be. Maybe somebody passed, and there's an estate to settle too. That could be too. And but again, I want to reiterate that it's over now. You're over the hump. You're past it. It's time to move forward. And you do have this Knight of Cups. He stands out to me so much. Knight of Cups in the upright position. Maybe a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. He's a positive person, though. So for some of you, this could have been your old relationship failed, but now you're getting this is your new relationship, and it's better, But the other thing I want to mention is that during the time of July, we are in the sign of Cancer, which is a water sign. So it may just be talking about during the sign of Cancer, things are really starting to turn around. And this 12 cycle is over. This 12-week, month, whatever, is you passed it. You're over. You're done. Finally. That's what I just feel very strong about that. Now this part shows that, yeah, that you lose some money, but then the money comes back for you. You're making it back. You're recouping. You're regathering your forces here and your resources, and you're ready to move forward in a positive way. But this is not really about money at all. This is about emotions. This is about relationships, emotions, and even, like I say, because we're in the time of Cancer, if it doesn't represent a specific person necessarily, that just turned into a duck. Maybe some of you got to go down by the water and feed the ducks, or maybe that's a rubber ducky in a bathtub or something, huh? But anyways, maybe duck has some meaning to somebody. Maybe it's a special message. And if you picked your color, try to find it in the cards and really hone in on where that color is. But again, like if something just like that just happened to me, duck, let that happen too. Don't only look at your color. Let it happen. But I was talking about emotions, so it's about being happier, because this is the card of being unhappy. Obviously, you don't have to be a tarot reader to figure that one out, right? And this is a card of finding your happiness again, feeling better. It's about feelings. It's feeling better. Yeah, there's a financial recovery that's going on, but there's also an emotional recovery that's going on. And these guys are just kind of walking off in the future here. I got my money, I got my head together again, I feel better, I'm loving myself. This is about loving yourself too, and some of you maybe going to meet a new person. Could totally be. Some of you, it could be tied together. Like maybe you're going to leave the old job and then you go to a new job and you meet a new person. Or maybe you leave the old job and you go to the new job and you just feel better about yourself and you meet the new person. There is a Knight of Rods in reverse down here. I kind of skipped over him. Rods people are usually fire. Leo, Aries, Sag. He's in line with this whole thing here. The heartbreak, the justice, the him. Again, him or her. If you watch the intro, it could be anybody. So, this is part of this. These are connected, okay? For some of you, maybe this is somebody else. This could be somebody else even going to jail or something, and you had to pay for the lawyer or trying to help them or something. I hate to say it like that, but it could be. But this could also, in many cases, I feel like this is the person that you're entangled with. Whether it's your boss at work, or you're getting a divorce, or it's somebody that you're in a court case with. This is the person that's connected to this injustice. Justice in reverse says you've been done an injustice. I mean, and life's full of ups and downs, and it happens, you know. But again, I feel like this is moving out and this is moving in. And the air is clearing. I just feel like so much like the air is clearing. Like I feel like for a lot of you, this has been just so hard. You've been carrying around this stuff for quite a while here. This could also, too, be if there was a loss, you know, of somebody who's passed, you know. This could be the person who's passed even or something. You know, because this is a card of childhood, too, for some of you, it can be, Six of Cups. For some of you, this could have been something having to do with your own childhood. You know, oh, my brother always got everything, and look, I got everything again, you know, growing up. This could be bringing up this kind of stuff. These feel like this is old stuff, you know, but maybe it's just coming up again now because of, you know, this, whatever. This is sort of coming to head, the full moon. There's a full moon in your sign, you know, so things are coming to a head. Estate is very strong. A lot of you are going to be settling estates, and maybe you're not going to get a fair shake. Maybe the brother is going to get everything, and they always did. They always were the favorite, and then it brings back these childhood memories of whatever. Or maybe there's something going on at work, and it's triggering some childhood memory of yours. You know, that's just like that bully that used to beat me up on the block or whatever. You know, it's because there's a bully at work or something. So there's some kind of connection to that, to your childhood. And childhood feelings. Well, here's the thing. You're not a child anymore. You know, you're not a child anymore. And loving yourself is so strong with this card to me. I keep saying love, but I just feel like it's him, like loving himself. Cutting yourself a break, giving yourself some slack. You have been through some stuff here, you know, it looks like. So, cut yourself some slack. Give yourself a break. Pluto's in our sign. Yeah, Pluto, I'm Capricorn too. Pluto is in our sign for a while yet, and it's been through our sign. And Pluto is going to clear out all that stuff, and sometimes there is pain involved with it. Pluto is death and rebirth, you know. So you can't have a rebirth without a death. But I get real strong, it's for a lot of you too. It's just like, I'm not that little wimpy whatever like I used to be, you know. You can't push me around anymore, or you can't push my buttons, or you can't affect me like you used to. I'm secure in myself. I love myself. I'm gonna not drop down into this, you know, gnarly fighting over money or whatever's going on, or petty stuff going on at work, or whatever's going on. You know, I'm gonna love myself, and you can't. This isn't gonna. I'm not a little kid anymore. You know, you can't push me around. I won't be bullied. I won't be manipulated emotionally anymore, you know. I'm not naive anymore. But I'm not embittered either. Just because you're not naive doesn't mean, oh, I have to be like, you know, all stoic. And no, this is about love and heart opening up and starting with loving yourself. And maybe, I know a lot of people, it's like, oh, this is so corny, but not really. Doing, you know, some inner child work. Going back and being the champion for that child who was, whatever happened. Everybody had something happen in their childhood, practically. I mean, who didn't? You know, whatever that was, whatever this is, because this feels again like some old stuff. Yeah, maybe there's something going on in the present moment, but the deeper wound relates back to something from before, and it's worth examining that and trying to heal it. And I think you totally have the capability of doing so with this Knight of Cups here. And financially, I know as Capricorns, if our money's not right, it's hard. We don't like the money not being there. So it's saying the money's going to come. There was or be a financial setback, possibly, but you're going to make a big comeback with it. And then you know exactly where you stand. That's what I want to say about this card. Now you know exactly where you stand. This has got an aura of uncertainty about it. Well, am I going to win or am I going to lose? Am I going to get the money or not? Am I going to have to pay or not? So now it's like, okay, it's over. This is where I stand. Now I can rebuild. Now I know where I can go with this now. You know, whether it's whatever. It could be many things. It could be divorce. Some of you might be divorced. Because if there's divorce, there's property and there's stuff going on there too. But it's not about what this is. It's about who are you now? Where are you going? Loving yourself, assessing the situation. You're an adult now. You're fully equipped to move forward and get to where you want to go. And emotional and financial well-being, both. People can't knock you off your balance as much as they used to when you were younger. Okay. The Capricorn Animal Totem. Don't forget to check out the Kickstarter and all that stuff. And the readings and all the rest of the stuff, okay? Owl. I like owl, for sure. Because what do you think about owl right away? The wise old owl, right? Just what I'm saying. You're not a naive little kid anymore. You're a wise old owl. But let's see. Silent Flyer of the Night. Oh, wow. Whoo! I just heard like whoosh. Like, oh, I'm getting chills all over, like wings flapping. Oh, wow, that was intense. It's like I was there for a second. Woo! Silent Flyer of the Night. Occult messenger of the spirit realm. Transmutation through expansive vision. Clearing of obstacles at a miraculous rate. See, that's what's going to happen. All your obstacles and all your worry around whatever this is like, gone. Now where am I at? That silent flyer of the night, and I heard those wings whooshing. It was just, that was intense, man. So, something's flying in silently. You know, and that's the thing about the cup energy and the water energy too. It is about introspect. It is about, it's not about barking out all your plans or this or that, you know. It's about that inward thing and the occult messenger of the spirit realm, you know. Oh God, wow. This is crazy, but this is what I'm getting. For some of you, it's like you're the spirit guide to that child, your own self, like sort of time traveling or whatever. Like whoosh, I see the owl flying in, and it's really you in astral traveling or in spirit form or something. I don't know. There's something crazy about it, but it's pretty cool. Like you're that spirit guide to that child, you know. Go whisper in that child's ear, you know, what you would have wanted to hear, or, you know, stuff like that, you know. I don't know. Maybe there's more. If you guys get any more about it, tell me about it in the comments. I love to hear that stuff. But that was crazy with the whoosh and the wings. He's got a little wing on his helmet there too, huh? Okay. Alright, hey everybody, thanks for everything you do, buying all my wares, the adult coloring book, the Tarot in the Modern World book if you're learning to read tarot, and please check out that Kickstarter for the new tarot, rock and roll tarot. I want it to be available all over the world. This is going to be a much better situation for everybody, and it's a better quality of a deck too. Thank you for everything you do, including the Kickstarter, liking, sharing, donating, all the stuff you do to help my channel. I'm so grateful to every single one of you. Remember, you are love and beauty incarnate. Have a great month of July, and a great full moon in your sign. I'll talk to you soon. The Rock and Roll Tarot Deck. It's a groovy deck designed to unlock your psychic potential. Combining the iconic tarot imagery of Pamela Coleman Smith with rock poster art to reveal a fresh new take on an ancient oracle. Each card contains keywords to help memorize the meanings, but as you progress, the text shapes may change and morph to reveal much more. Allow your mind to wander so that Spirit can communicate with you through the illustrations on the cards. The Rock and Roll Tarot Deck is a full 78 card deck. The extra large size enables you to see the cards clearly and enjoy the vibrant artwork. Created by spiritual artist Vickie, who is a seasoned tarot reader herself, this beautiful deck is meant to grow with you as you progress forward on your path. In gratitude for your support, Vickie has created some rock-themed merch that is only available through Kickstarter pledges, including a concert ticket, backstage pass, and an all-access VIP laminated pass. The money from this campaign will go towards the manufacturing and shipping of the deck to Amazon fulfillment centers, where it then will be available for quick and easy purchasing and shipping worldwide. Additional funds will be used for the manufacturing of the merch and further promotion of the deck. Be sure to tune in to Vickie's YouTube channel for free monthly card readings and broadcasts from the universe.